Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I hope you're enjoying this bright sunny weather that we're having, and any Londoners, I hope you're not struggling too much on the tube. Yeah, I hope everybody's getting on well. Yeah, I was just thinking about the monologues and stuff that I've been doing. I'm sorry I haven't had many monologues and vlogs and stuff up recently. I've been working a lot at the moment, and I don't mean to make excuses, but it's just been difficult to fit stuff in. So I'm hoping now that things are quieting down a bit, I want to get more vlogs and monologues and stuff up and get them back to sort of being weekly. So my first sort of speech that I did in this kind of new series that I'm planning. So I'm going to have these new series of monologues. So the first one is around the theme of love and loss. So I'm going to the next speech I'm going to be doing is actually a poem from a wedding, my cousin's wedding that I went to recently, that was read by my cousin, that was really, really beautiful, and I just thought I want to do that for my channel. So that's the next one I'm going to be doing, and then I did a sonnet before that. So I wanted to take a few minutes to maybe talk about love, talk about loss a little bit, just to kind of keep in theme with the monologues. So love. So there's so many different types of love. I feel like this is something I learned about in psychology, but I'm probably not going to remember all of it. So you've got like romantic love. I think you've got like family love, friendship, and then obviously I guess you have self-love as well. So lots of important things. And as RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Which I think is very, very true. And I think that's the absolute key. And I think feeling badly about yourself or not loving yourself, not liking yourself even, can make having relationships with other people very, very difficult. Yeah, I think it can make it really, really tricky. And I think I've been listening to a lot of RuPaul's podcast and watching a lot of Drag Race recently, so I'm probably going to come up with a bunch of RuPaul quotes. But you have to put the mask on a plane. You have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you put it on your child or you put it on anybody else. And that's really, really true, I think. You have to look after yourself before you can be there for anyone else. Because you can't, well, I think you just fall apart otherwise. I don't know, you won't be able to be strong enough to be there for somebody else. You may end up seeking huge amounts of approval or self-worth or whatever it is from other people, and you know, you can get support from partners, from friends, from family, everything, but they ultimately can't make you love yourself, and they can't make you like yourself and enjoy being around yourself. They can't do that for you. Only you can do that for you. So yeah, that's something I've been thinking about, I suppose, about how important that is. And thinking about these monologues, and you know, and it's very interesting to do speeches about love and to think about those feelings, and you obviously use, you know, you use feelings and elements of your own life when you're doing a speech. You remember different moments that made you feel a certain way, that take you to a place for the speech or for the monologue. And that's what I do with these speeches as well, and that gets me to that sort of place. So that's something I'll probably be thinking about with this next speech. And then there's another so these first ones I'm doing are sort of about romantic love, really. So the sonnet I did was more based around the idea of kind of losing somebody, and thinking about unrequited love, I suppose, or loving somebody when they no longer love you. So that's sort of what that speech was really about. And then this upcoming poem is sort of about being in love with your partner, they love you back, and being grateful for being grateful for them, I suppose, and being grateful for your relationship. And I think that is something that's really important, is, you know, we're very quick to say what isn't right, and we're very quick to say to criticize. We're quite quick to do that in all aspects of our lives, with ourselves and with other people, very quick to go to the negative. And I think it's really important to recognize the positive and to recognize the good things that your partner is doing, or that your family are doing, or your friends are doing. And also to Tony Robbins talks about this, to really believe that people have good intentions. He talks about this particularly with partners, romantic partners. Really believe that person has good intentions. You know, if they're shouting, they're just scared. If they're, you know, having crosswords, they're just worried. They're just struggling to communicate. And I think as much as possible in any relationship, family, friends, romantically, work colleagues, whatever it is, you have to try and believe that people really are just doing their best, because so much of the time they are. Everyone is really just trying their best. If you think about when you've lost your temper or something like that, usually it's out of frustration. You're trying to do something, you're trying to communicate, you want somebody to understand, and it's not coming across, and you get cross. And it's usually getting cross or whatever is an accidental reaction. But, you know, ultimately I really believe everybody is just trying their best. They really are. And just, you know, we're all trying to go about these different things in our lives. And I saw a post today about, you never know what people are going through, so be kind, and talking about people working in shops and how they might have had to come in even though they're having a really bad day mental health wise, so be kind to them. And I think that's really important to think about for everybody, really, everyone we meet. Everyone's trying, you know, and everyone's going through something, no matter how big or how small. So I think it's really important to think about that. My third speech in this series is going to be a daughter thinking about her father. So I'm sort of looking at three different types or aspects of love in this series. So maybe I'll talk a bit more about that one once I've recorded it. I wanted to have a think about love. And I think if we're thinking about how can we love ourselves so we can love somebody else, I think it's important that we think about what we love about ourselves. And I'm going to do another Drag Race reference. Oh my gosh, I watched that show so much. Bob the Drag Queen said about how to build up your self-esteem, and he said find one thing that you like about yourself. It can be really small, and just focus on how you really like that one thing, like, I have a lovely nose, or I'm kind, or something like that, and start from that, and then build and build and build, and start from very, very simple and build up. And I think that's a really, really good idea, actually. And I think you need to keep practicing your gratitude. You need to keep practicing loving yourself and treating yourself well. And then that is the key to, I think, helping you to build a sort of healthier relationship with other people. Put your oxygen mask on first. There's something else I was going to say actually as well. Will Smith put up a video recently about self-love. And he said, remember, self-love is not just like, I'm going to treat myself to a piece of cake and I'm going to do this. Sometimes self-love is saying, like, no, I love you, so I want you to look after your body. I want you to go for that run. I want you to have some healthy food and put good fuel into your body and things like that. And I thought that was a really good point, actually. So there's kind of a combination of things when you're thinking about self-love. It's not all like treats and like, go out and spend money on that dress. You know, it's actually also about what is really good for you. And it's about getting an early night, like a good night's sleep, and eating well and looking after your body. So it's things like that as well. So that's something important to think about too. So I'm going to do some more monologues, some more vlogs that will be coming up soon, and try and put them up every week from now on. And do let me know if there are any monologues you'd like to see me do, or any themes that you'd like me to cover, or any topics you'd like me to cover in the vlogs, please comment, send me messages, whatever. Subscribe for more content, for the stuff I'm going to be putting up, and then you'll get a little notification of, you tap the bell icon, you'll get a little notification like every time I post a new video. And yeah, thank you for all the people who've reached out to me to say like they're enjoying the videos and the vlogs and the topics. That's really means a lot to me, so thank you so much. And yeah, speak to you soon. Love yourself.